We've had a 4.8 magnitude earthquake right here. It was felt in Long Island, all around New Jersey and New York. Depth of very, very close to the surface, 4.7 kilometers. That's about, 3 miles down. 4.8 magnitude, according to the USGS. And people are still reporting feeling it. 176,000 at least have reported it. Now, I don't know if most of these people were in New York or New Jersey, but what I know is that I've told you many a times, both my parents were architects in Canada and New York. And as we know, this New York downtown is full of skyscrapers. These buildings can only last up to a 7 magnitude earthquake before they topple. That's what they're built for, and these skyscrapers will not stay up with a magnitude bigger than 7. Now this is if we look at this is the shake map. USGS stops it right there. Population density, as we can see, most of all right, let's get that off. They don't have tectonic plates here. They don't have the US fault showing there. They do have OAF aftershocks. That's it right there, right that region for the forecasting. Basically, it's west of Manhattan, okay? Right there. That's the epicenter. And those are earthquakes. So it's not just one earthquake. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 earthquakes. Okay? I don't know why that area has that many earthquakes. But we know that in Geology 101 that I took in Queens College, the first thing you learn about fault lines is that every river is a fault line. And we know that all this area is full of rivers and streams. So that's where fault lines are. Even though this does not show the US faults there, we know that US fault lines are every single river. Okay? That's according to 101, Geology 101. Let's go to the aerial so you can see it better. Right there. You can see various cracks around here. There's another river there. And this is, of course, Manhattan right there. Battery Park. Okay, Brooklyn. And New Jersey is where it was, but it's been felt all along. Let's go up, even upstate New York, to the Finger Lakes. This is the Finger Lakes, Ithaca, New York, Syracuse, New York. But they stopped it right there. Now, many times in the past, I did tell my readers, my viewers, these are the Great Lakes. This area of the Great Lakes has a mantle plume. There's magma underneath there in the shape of a horseshoe. And the western part goes down like this, and then goes to the west, and the eastern part goes down around the New Madrid seismic zone, like this. Okay, so that has been there since about 1 billion years ago. This magma under there. There's magma under there, and of course magma under here. These are the underwater volcanoes of the Atlantic. There's about 30 of them right there. Let's remember that Maine alone has, let's go to the topographic. Okay, that's Montreal. Maine alone has about 5 volcanoes. 4 of them are in a 100-mile radius, a distance. Now, let's go to the report. Those who report feeling it, I'm sure millions have felt it. Landslide estimate, little or no area affected. Liquefaction estimate, little or no area affected. Because it's not on the coast, it's a little bit inwards. And event sequence. This event is identified as a potential main shock of an earthquake sequence. View 9 events in the sequence. I counted 8 before there are 9. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? 9. I didn't know 7 days ago they had a 2.5, 7 days 5.4, 4.5, 30 days 4.5. So this is the area right there. We can pull out a little bit. Okay. There we go. Elizabeth, New Jersey. Pull out a bit. That's Pennsylvania right there. Did they feel it in Pennsylvania? I wonder. I'm sure they did. Let's go back in. Of course they did. Of course they did. They felt it in eastern Pennsylvania, about half of Pennsylvania. They felt it probably Albany, New York. As we said, USGS stops that square there, but you can see it's very intensive earthquake frequency. Now, these are the latest earthquakes that we said. And let's go to our more details. Okay. Tectonic summary, April 5th, that's today. Magnitude 4.8 earthquake near White House Station, New Jersey occurred as a result of oblique reverse and strike slip faulting at shallow depths in the crust. Although this event did not occur near a plate boundary, such interplate earthquakes can and do occur. While this earthquake is relatively small globally, earthquakes of this magnitude are commonly widely felt in the eastern United States because of efficient seismic wave propagation in the region. Earthquakes in eastern United States are infrequent but not unexpected. Since 1950, 40 other earthquakes of magnitude 3 and larger have occurred within 250 kilometers of today's earthquake. In that time range, April 5th, 2024, today that is, earthquake is the largest. Within 500 kilometers of the April 5th earthquake, 13 earthquakes magnitude 4.5 and larger have been recorded since 1950, the largest being in August 23rd, 2011, magnitude 5.8 Mineral, Virginia earthquake, which caused substantial damage and was felt throughout the eastern United States. The April 5th, 2024 earthquake, that's today of course, occurred in a region where faults have been previously identified and may be reactivated at any time. So be alert. You have to be alert because these faults may have been activated. This is it right there. Okay. And as we said, okay, I'm going back. As we said, they felt it up to Utica, New York, Syracuse, the Finger Lakes. Where are the Finger Lakes? Anyway, Adirondacks. And eastern Allentown, Reading, Scranton, Philadelphia must have felt it. Atlantic City, I'm sure. And what I'm concerned about is the high-rise buildings and the skyscrapers. Those in Manhattan are only built to stand a 7 magnitude earthquake. So that's it. Since colonial times, people in New York, Philadelphia, Wilmington urban corridor felt small earthquakes and suffered damage from infrequent larger ones. New York City was damaged in 1737 and 1884. Moderately damaging earthquakes strike somewhere in the urban corridor roughly twice a century, as smaller earthquakes are felt roughly every 2 to 3 years. Okay, here they say that we feel the earthquakes on the east about 10 times more than we do in the west coast, because the east coast, as we know, is very much softer ground. There we go, that's it. Okay, there we go, that's it. And this whole area has felt it. Okay. All of you there, please be very alert. because as we said, there were 9 earthquakes here in this area. We don't, they say this is the main one, but we don't know it's the main one unless this tremor sequence just dies down. We don't know. Now, we know that we've had a large earthquake in Taiwan a few days ago, 7.4 magnitude. We know that we have very high solar activity, intense solar activity, and this does, of course, cause earthquakes. And we also have a solar eclipse, a total solar eclipse coming up in 3 days. Now, all of you there, please be very careful on the eastern seaboard. And these are, where are the volcano, the underwater, here they are, okay. And the 30 underwater volcanoes right there. That's magma under there. Magma in Maine, because there are 5 volcanoes in Maine, 4 of them in a 100-mile radius. And as we said, there is magma under there, so, well, if there's magma under there, and there's magma under there, and there's magma under there, I'm sure there's magma under here somewhere. What does it do? Just stop there and then continue there and there? I don't think so. So all of you, please be very, very careful. Alert. And this is on Sizewell Berkeley. Please be alert and leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.